Tunde was a young man who wanted quick money. He lived with his old mother, Mama Tunde, who prayed every morning before the sun rose. While his friends worked honestly, Tunde spent his nights online, scamming people for wealth. But still, he wanted more, the kind of money that could make him a king overnight. One evening, as he sat in his small room thinking of how to grow richer, a dark thought came to him. What if he used rituals? What if he gave a human sacrifice? The idea scared him, but greed whispered louder than fear. The next day, Tunde went deep into the forest to meet Baba Ifa, a feared native priest. The old man's eyes were red, and his hut smelled of blood and burnt herbs. "What do you seek, young man?" Baba Ifa asked. Tunde replied, "I want wealth, endless wealth." Baba Ifa laughed slowly. "Ha ha ha! Then bring me the most precious person in your life. Her blood will open your path." Tunde's heart shook, but he already knew who that was: his mother. That night, Mama Tunde was praying as usual, singing softly to her God. She did not know that her son was watching her with dark eyes, thinking of her as his key to riches. Her gentle voice filled the house, and even the wind seemed to pause to listen. When she finished praying, she turned to Tunde and said, "My son, I don't know why, but my spirit is troubled. Be careful, danger is near." Her words made Tunde's chest heavy, but his greed blinded him. Baba Ifa told Tunde that the sacrifice must be done under the blood moon. "Bring her when the moon turns red," he said. The night came faster than Tunde expected. He led his mother into the forest, pretending he wanted her prayers for success. Mama Tunde followed, holding her Bible close. She trusted her son, but as they reached the shrine, she felt something cold in her spirit. She stopped and whispered, "Tunde, where are we?" Tunde could not look at her eyes. He felt his hands shake as he held the knife Baba Ifa had given him. "Do it now," the priest shouted from the shadows. Mama Tunde looked at her son and said softly, "So this is why you brought me here." Tunde's eyes filled with tears. Her calm voice pierced through the darkness. "My son, even if you kill me, my prayers will follow you." The knife dropped from his hand. Baba Ifa stormed out of the shadows, shouting and chanting, "You fool! You have broken the ritual. Now the spirit will come for you." Tunde fell to his knees, trembling. Mama Tunde stood firm and began to pray loudly, calling on her God for mercy. The ground shook, and Baba Ifa screamed as smoke surrounded him. His own shrine began to burn from the fire of the unseen. Mama Tunde's voice grew stronger, her prayers like thunder. Mama Tunde grabbed Tunde's hand and pulled him away as the shrine collapsed. They ran through the forest, branches cutting their skin, but she didn't stop praying. Behind them, Baba Ifa's hut burnt until nothing was left but ash. When they reached home, Tunde fell at her feet, crying, "Mama, forgive me, I was blind." She lifted him up and said, "My son, no one who walks with darkness ever wins." That night, Tunde had terrible dreams. He saw Baba Ifa's face, burning and laughing. "You escaped tonight, but your wealth will turn to dust." Tunde woke up sweating. His phone and laptop were dead. Every account he had was empty. Mama Tunde came into the room holding her Bible. "The evil you followed has found its end. Now, choose whom you will serve, the spirits of greed or the God of mercy." Tunde confessed everything: how he scammed people online, how he met Baba Ifa, and how close he came to killing her. Mama Tunde wept, but she forgave him. Repent, my son. God's mercy is bigger than your sin. Tunde knelt beside her and prayed for the first time in years. His heart felt lighter, and for once, he slept without fear. Soon, the story spread through the village. People spoke of how Baba Ifa's shrine had burnt by itself. Some said they saw spirits walking that night. Others said the prayers of a righteous mother had defeated the gods of money. Tunde could not walk freely at first. Shame followed him everywhere. But Mama Tunde always said, "Let them talk. The same mouth that gossips will one day thank God for you." Tunde changed his life. He stopped his online scams and began to work honestly. He started a small repair shop fixing phones and computers. It was not easy, but peace returned to his heart. Every morning, he joined his mother in prayer. He now understood that real wealth is peace, not the gold that fades, but the heart that rests. Years later, people came to Tunde for advice. He told young men, "I almost killed my mother for money, but her prayers saved me. Don't let greed blind your soul." Mama Tunde smiled, her eyes full of joy. And whenever the moon shone red again, Tunde would look at it and whisper, "I remember." For he had learned that a mother's prayer can break the darkest charm, and that no man grows rich by killing his own blood.